lot of blogs on Randyboude.com. I do. I watch the news. I listen to the news. I look at, and not just one news network. I don't just watch Fox News, which I completely believe is biased. But I also believe that all of the other news networks are completely biased the other direction. So you're going to get misinformation no matter where you go. So you pretty much have to watch all of them and then develop your own personal opinion about what's going on in the world. And I believe that if you don't, you're just going to end up being uninformed and stepped on at some point. And whose fault is that? It's yours. The thing is, back to what I was saying, I blog about a lot of things. I do. And these blogs come from my own personal opinions. They are my opinions. I state a lot of things in there that I believe to be fact. I believe them to be fact because I've done the research to find out, where they came from, who said what, who did what to whose dog. The only arguments I ever get from squishy liberals, their only arguments ever, are things like, that guy didn't say that. Okay, that guy didn't say that. It doesn't make the point any less valid. Yeah, but that guy didn't say that. Okay, the guy didn't say that. The point's still valid. Yeah, but that guy didn't say that. Alright, the guy didn't say that. Jimmy Crackhorn. Or they come up and say something like, well, where did you get your facts? I got my facts from about 50 different locations, and I'm not going to sit there and spew all of them off just for your own gratification. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, if you don't agree with what I put in my blog, then get your facts straight. Go read up and study yourself. Do your own investigation. Prove me wrong. I've been wrong before. Heck, I've been married 3 times. Which pretty much makes me bulletproof. That's a whole different subject. Anywho, they use those too. Or they say, Bush did it. It's Bush's fault. The president couldn't keep any of his promises because of Bush. You know what? Bush isn't in office anymore. I didn't agree with everything that either one of the Bushes did. Or Clinton. Or anybody before that. Everybody had their faults. Everybody had their problems. And while they're in office, screwing up, is the time to point out what those faults are and figure out how to rectify the situation. You don't go back in time and blame everybody else for all of your problems. This idiot that we have for a commander-in-chief who's sitting in the Oval Office, who I believe completely illegally sitting in the Oval Office. I also think he's the son of Satan, but I can't prove that because I'm not going to follow around Beelzebub and try and get samples of his freaking semen. That's not going to happen. This guy sits there in the Oval Office, spews off idiotic comments, clearly trying to turn our United States of America into a third world country, and pushes his own socialist agenda by grandstanding on tragedies, gathering innocent children around him. The huddled masses. These poor kids need you to give up your constitutional rights. They do? Really? Well, let's talk about this guy some more. They've got the IRS scandal going on. They've got Benghazi. Just countless. The list is too large to name off every single scandal. Every time another one comes up, he brings up something different. And he always says, and then he comes in the office and says, wow, I'm just finding out about this. Just the same as you. I'm so frickin' innocent right now. You wouldn't believe how innocent I really am. I don't know anything. I don't know jack squat. He stammers. Anytime he's asked a tough question, he stammers. Because the jackass cannot figure out what lie to tell next. And then he goes back to, well, I was going to do that. But Bush made it so hard. All this happened before me, and I've just been trying to clean up Bush's mess. Oh, shut up. That might have worked the first year, or the second year. But dude, you've been in there long enough to at least keep, I don't know, 3 promises? Anything? Since you've been in office, you dickhead, unemployment has risen to greater heights than ever before. That's a fact. Look it up. I'm not looking it up for you. You've done nothing good for the United States of America. And all you liberals out there backing him up, you know what? You're just as bad as he is. You're as bad as he is because you follow him around like sheep. Anything the shepherd says you agree with. Bah, you just follow him. Bah. It's disgusting. And I love my country. I love the people in my country. I love my family. I love my friends. I don't want to see you trampled. I don't want to see our flag trampled. Because you refuse to wake up and look around and discover what's going on. This country's in a very, very sad state right now. Anybody who can't see that is completely and totally blind. I openly, completely openly disagree with anything and everything that Barack Hussein Obama stands for and does. He's a complete idiot. His wife is a complete idiot. They mock the flag. They mock the Constitution. I mean, how many executive orders has the man signed so far since he's been in office? Like 157, something like that. More than anybody else ever. And why? Why can't he go through Congress like he's supposed to? Why does he have to bypass Congress to get his own stuff put through? Yeah. I'm sorry. This stuff just makes me angry. It should make you angry too. You should be sitting there just completely and totally pissed off every time the man does something that's illegal. Your constitutional rights are being taken away from you systematically, and he's scaring you. He's scaring you. He's scaring the American public into letting it happen to where you think it's actually your freaking idea. Gun control? Hello? Have we even looked at Chicago? Wow. What's the crime rate like in Chicago? Yeah, look that one up. There's gun control. What's the crime rate like in California? There's gun control. What's the crime rate like in Washington, D.C.? You know, where the jackass looks out of his window every day. shouldn't say every day. He spends so much time on vacation. You know, and we got these other idiots that support idiotic things like gun control. And gun control is just the very beginning. I mean, they use the shootings at schools and movie theaters and things like that. They grandstand on top of those poor people instead of offering their prayers and help to the families and trying to support those people that were involved in the tragedies. They grandstand on top of them and use it to push their own sick socialist agendas. You piece of crap bastards. Doesn't get any more un-American than that. Ever. We've got one idiotic senator. These tornadoes come through Oklahoma. That's right, Obama. It was Oklahoma, not Kansas, you idiot. And kill. They kill people, destroy schools. And what does the idiotic senator do? I think he's from Rhode Island. I'm pretty sure he's from Rhode Island. He starts grandstanding about global warming and how it's a Republican's fault, and the Republican he's blaming the Republicans for the tornadoes that tore up Oklahoma. He's grandstanding, using it to push his own agenda instead of bowing his head and praying for those families or trying to get them some relief.